What's up, guys? Welcome to Talk Chain, where we talk all things blockchain. My name's Rob. Below me is Matt.
What's up, everybody?
Today, we are going to talk about Coinbase's tweet on the Coinbase Ripple situation. We're going to talk about the lawsuit happening with Coinbase. And we are also going to talk about an ICO that has Ryan Gosling in one of its pictures. So it's going to be a little interesting there. Today, market cap $460 billion, Bitcoin dominance 41.9%. So it seems to be increasing yet again. Bitcoin at 11,400, Ripple back down to 95 cents today. Matt, any thoughts on that?
It was very tragic. There was so much hope for Ripple, and now it's all lost.
Yeah,
But I do want to congratulate you, Rob, is you pretty much called this, and we speculated that if Coinbase isn't going to add Ripple, price is probably going to come back down. But you quelled my fears because you said that it's probably just going to go back down to where it was before any of this hype happened, and in fact, that's what's going on so far.
yeah, it seems to be holding at this 95-cent range. It'll be interesting to see what happens once the segment happens.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't remember, tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, on Fast Money on CNBC, the Coinbase COO and the Ripple CEO will be on the show.
Yeah. Uh, so there was all this hype going on because these two were going on this fast money show. So people thought that Coinbase was going to add Ripple to their exchange, but Coinbase put out a tweet earlier today, saying that based on their January 4th statement, they have made no decision to add additional assets to either GDAX or Coinbase. So all of that expectation is now pretty much gone. It would be great, actually, if tomorrow they actually do announce that Ripple's going to be added. That would be a good curveball to mess with everyone.
That'd be great. That would actually really solve their problems because I know that they had quite a devastating issue with the Bitcoin Cash release,
Mm.
which does lead us into our our next segment. There is currently a lawsuit that has been started over alleged insider trading over the Bitcoin Cash release on Coinbase. So, for those of you who don't remember, on starting on December 19th to December 21st, Bitcoin Cash was pumping pretty hard, and a lot of people weren't sure entirely why. And then rumors started coming out afterward that Coinbase was going to be adding Bitcoin Cash to its exchange, uh, which has led people to believe that employees who were restricted from trading themselves told some family and friends, and word had spread from that Bitcoin Cash was going to be added to Coinbase.
Yeah, I'm glad to see this because that rollout was a complete disaster. So it's nice to see that Coinbase is being a little proactive when it comes to their next rollout, even if it is Ripple, and they're telling people to be cautious because if anybody remembers, this was kind of a mess. They had to halt trading because there wasn't enough liquidity in the coin when they were using it on their exchange, and yeah, it just seemed all over the place. So hopefully, if nothing else, this leads to some lessons learned by the exchange.
Yeah, well, it's going to be interesting. There's a couple interesting points in this article. Number one, there is no damages amount listed for the amount
Mm,
of money lost. So it's a tough one because really, if you didn't buy any Bitcoin Cash, then you didn't technically lose anything,
right.
and it's really your choice. Another interesting thing is that the original announcement that Coinbase would be supporting Bitcoin Cash was in August,
Mm,
and they said starting January 1st, investors would be able to withdraw their Bitcoin Cash.
right.
So I think that's probably something that they're going to heavily lean on. Just this
Mm.
announcement saying many months before we said that it was going to happen. So it does make it a little weird that it came out before January 1st, though.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be interesting to see. I'm not sure how many people are in this class action lawsuit. All they say is a group of investors.
Yeah.
and we're not entirely sure how they're going to quantify damages. So it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, and yeah, well, let's see what happens. But it it's kind of, even if it's just if it could just get settled out of court, it would still be nice to see what went on, if there was a problem on Coinbase's side, or how that got sort of how it was so difficult to roll it out properly.
Yeah, it's interesting too because they said that they were going to do some internal audits once this whole fiasco happened, and they never really said anything about it beyond that. They didn't mention anyone being involved, or they didn't catch anybody or review anything. So that would be more interesting to me to find out. Like, if did somebody get fired over this? How did that actually happen?
Yeah.
Moving on, we have we have an ICO that had Ryan Gosling listed as a graphic designer. Now, for those of you who don't know, Ryan Gosling is a Canadian, so I really support everything he does. You know, his films just won an Oscar, Notebook legend. So I can understand why they would put him as a graphic designer, but I don't think that's his side hustle.
Yeah, I'm doubting it as well, but I think it's just funny how this wasn't, somebody just stumbled upon this, and it seems like, I don't know if you saw it, there was a post on Reddit about this, how this guy just randomly found Ryan Gosling on their website.
Yeah, it's super interesting. So the ICO itself was called Miroskii, and they did claim to raise more than $833,000 from 389 contributors. I'm not entirely sure if that's real. It would be tough because anyone who's doing an initial investment in an ICO will almost guaranteed take a look at the team, and it's not like he's an uncommon figure. So
Wait, Ryan or
Ryan is an uncommon. It's not like Ryan is an uncommon figure.
right?
He was all over TV yesterday.
Yeah.
So with the Oscars, so it's kind of brutal, but it looks like there are some other questionable things going on. So the crypto itself claimed to be kind of like a banking crypto. So they said that they were going to be regulated under the European Union, which is a pretty bold statement to say that they're going to have basically the authority of every other regular bank in the EU. So it's one of many questionable things. So unfortunately, they did exit scam. They did disappear. Hopefully, nobody put money in. Hopefully, anyone who did put money in did take the time to look at Ryan Gosling before and make the decision knowing that Ryan Gosling might be the graphic designer.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. If they were able to get almost $1 billion, or almost $1 million, sorry, in funding, and this is all bullshit, that's pretty shocking.
Yeah, and it just goes to show you how crazy this space is right now, if that is the case. But I'd like to hope that that was a lie. They didn't make any money, and maybe they got scared once somebody brought it up.
Yeah, and part of me thinks that just given that they got all this attention on Reddit from that, is they figured that was probably the best time to take off with all the cash. I don't know, but it's yeah, but it just seems like if you're gonna be a criminal and steal some money, why would you do this? Why would you leave such an easy thing to get caught doing?
Yeah, it's a tough one, and it's also, I don't know, it's lazy. They didn't. So
Yeah, they're lazy criminals.
One other interesting thing is they didn't even have a white paper.
Oh.
They said that a white paper was coming soon.
Oh, really?
So that's a tough one. If that's not an indicator of there being a real problem with a specific investment, then I don't know what is.
Yeah, so the lesson here is look out for fraud, and if there's no white paper, maybe you should wait till the coin gets added to an exchange.
Yeah, and make sure the people on the team, they have like LinkedIn's on their accounts. they have some real profiles that they're not entirely fake, and just make sure they're not celebrities. I think that's pretty important.
Yeah, I don't even think. I mean, Gosling, great actor, but I wouldn't trust him with graphic design unless
No, like I haven't even seen any of his work. Is it
Yeah.
all going to be on Paint? Like, where's it? How's it going to be? Maybe he's good at Photoshop. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
those abs that he has are really Photoshopped by him.
Yeah, definitely.
That's best case scenario for guys like me out there.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's it for today, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, give us some feedback on whether or not you love or hate what we're doing, because we are open to constructive criticism.
Yeah, and follow us on Twitter at TalkChainPod, and TalkChain is our Reddit handle, and we're posting there pretty regularly. So thanks a lot for watching, guys.
Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.